Hello everybody, welcome back to the JB Gaming channel and another episode of Old School Runescape, where we will continue the grind for the champion clue scroll, or the champion scroll, sorry, from the Goblins. So I have had a break on here for a bit, couple of days, just so that we could obtain all the items for easy and beginner clue scrolls. They are now all in stash units around the map, which will save us time instead of going to the Grand Exchange. We have got one new unique, which is Marks of Grace, which you can see there. So we are now up to 4 uniques. We've got 13 beginner caskets, 10 easy. Nothing's really changed. We've got a medium clue scroll, which we can't do at the moment. But yeah, it took a bit of time to get all the levels up to the levels we needed so we could craft every item. As you can see, the mining and smithing and the crafting is all up to a reasonable level now. Cooking's nearly 32, construction's 30. So we are going to carry on this grind now. I'll bring you back when we arrive back at the Goblins. So here we are. We are back at the Goblins. Make sure we're on attack. So I'll keep you here, as always, with the first kill. And not on this kill. Also, the game has changed the way clue scrolls are now dropped. I'm not sure it's going to tell us on here. Let's have a quick look. Now, it still says a clue scroll, but we can now stack up clue scrolls. So I can get 2 easies and 2 beginners, and I have them both in the same infantry. But I'll show you that once we get to there. But that was kill number 460. I'll bring you back if anything of note happens. And there we go. On kill number 481, we have our first scroll box for easy. So I'm not going to do it as of yet until we get another one, because I can stack 2, and then I will do the clues together. So we'll carry on this grind, and I'll bring you back if anything of note happens. So there we go. After that kill, we are now over 500 Goblin kills. I missed that as I was just obviously concentrating on killing them. But we are now at 502. But we will carry on the grind. Nothing of note of yet, but I'll bring you back if anything of note does happen. So here we are. Here's our random event. It's Posty Pete. Molly wants help catching her evil sister. It's not a hard task, this one, but I'll bring you back once we've finished it. So there we go. After doing that, all you got to do is catch her evil sister. All you do is talk to her, get a visual of what she looks like, and literally go into the next room and catch her with the claw. But we now have got 2 uncut emeralds. So I'm going to do a couple of more kills and then I will go on bank. But as always, I'll bring you back if anything of note happens. And there we go. On kill number 510, we did get our second easy scroll box. I have banked as well. All the items that I do stack, so all the ruins, the bronze bolts and the coins, we will keep because they'll just keep stacking up. So we might as well keep them. Well, let's open up the first clue and see what we've got to do. Taverley, not too bad. So we are going to teleport there. I'll bring you back, hopefully, once we've got a clue, a casket. And there we go. So there's our first easy casket. Let's open the next one and find out what we've got to do. It's back to Taverley again. So hopefully I'll bring you back once we get the next clue scroll. Or the next casket, should I say. And there we go. That is the second casket obtained. We will now go back to Lumbridge This will make it so much easier once we do get the teleports unlocked. But we'll walk over to Lumbridge and I'll bring you back when we arrive. So here we are, we've arrived back. We will carry on the grind. I'll bring you back if anything of note happens. And there we go, on kill number 544, we have another easy scroll box. Like before, we'll get another one before we go off and do them. So we'll carry on the grind and I'll bring you back if anything of note happens. So there we go, on kill number 599. We still haven't got it. Bringing you back early because this will be kill number 600. On this, I would like a beginner clue box, please. So there we go, kill number 600, and we just get some bones. But we will carry on the grind. I'll bring you back if anything of note happens. And there we go, on kill number 697, we finally have our second scroll box for easy. So let's open it up. And we've got to go to Yinel. So once again, I'll bring you back once we've got a casket. So there we go, that was a 4-step clue scroll. Finally got the casket. As I said before, I can't wait to get teleports, as we've just walked all the way around the map now. But anyways, we've got another clue scroll here, so let's have a look at this one. There we go, so that's our first stash unit, exam centre, which is near the dig site. I'll bring you back when we arrive near the dig site so I can show you what I was doing off screen. So here we are, here's the exam centre, and this little bush is our stash unit that we built. So we press on that, wear the items that it wants us to wear, then go over and do the emoji, which is clap, and there's Yuri. He will give us another clue scroll, and then we can put the items back on and stick it back in the stash unit. So that's what I was doing off screen, was building these stash units around the map. So we got to go to fishing trawler. So what I might do is wait out the 3 minutes, because then we can do the mini game teleport. So I'll bring you back hopefully once we get a casket. And there we go, after coming over to the fishing trawler, we now have our next casket. So let's quickly check in the bank how many easy caskets we've got. So if we go over to here, we now have 14, which is one more than the beginners. So I might as well put all the stuff in the bank and make our way back over to Lumbridge. So as always, I'll bring you back when we arrive back at Lumbridge. So here we are on the way back over to Lumbridge. We have a sandwich lady, and hopefully she can give us a stale baguette. So here we go. She's just a triangle sandwich. Shame really, we want the baguette and it needs to be stale. But she's, like I said, giving us a triangle sandwich. But I'll bring you back when we arrive back at Lumbridge. So here we are back at Lumbridge. I am going to keep you with me for the next 3 kills, because then that will mark 700. So hopefully in these 3 kills we can get a couple of more clue scrolls. Even better if we could get the champion scroll. But kill number 1, we get some bones. Kill number 2, we get a hammer and some bones. And the next kill, once we catch up with him, there we go. We get a bronze spear and some bones. So there we go. That is kill number 700 on the account. Estimated value of about 94.6k. But as always, I'll carry on the grind. I'll bring you back if anything of note happens. So here we are at 799. Just now killing Goblin 800. Nothing really of note has happened since the last time I was with you. But we will carry on the grind as always. I'll bring you back if anything of note does happen. And there we go on kill number 899. Nothing of note happened in the last 100, but I brought you back because this will be kill 900. So the only good thing that has really happened is we can now max it at a 5, which should speed things up a little bit. There we go, boom. But as always, if anything of note happens, I'll bring you back. So there we go, on kill number 948, we have a beginner, a scroll box. So as before with the eases, we will keep hold of it for now until we get 2 of them. So back onto the grind, I'll bring you back if anything of note happens. And there we go, on kill number 963, we have our second beginner clue scroll. So let's open one of them, and we are going to need a spade. So I'll bring you back once we hopefully got a casket. And there we go, that clue was a 1-step casket, so we might as well open the next one. It is a Roldo challenge on top of Ice Mountain. Hopefully this one is also a 1-stepper. I'll bring you back when we get the casket. So there we go, that is our second beginner casket. It was a 3-stepper for the last clue. So as always, I'll bring you back when we arrive back at Lumbridge. So here we are back at the Goblins at Lumbridge. We now have 15 beginner caskets and 14 easy caskets in the bank. But as always, I'll bring you back if anything of note happens. And there we go, on kill 992, we have another beginner scroll box. So once again, we'll get 2 of them and then we'll go and look at doing them. As always, I'll bring you back if anything of note happens. So there we go, that is kill 999. This is going to be kill 1000. So we're 1/5 of a way to the champion scroll. And that is kill 1000. So no sign of a champion scroll as of yet, but I'll bring you back if anything of note happens. And there we go, on 1082 we have a easy scroll box now. Same as the beginner, once we collect 2 we will go off and do them. So as always, I'll bring you back if anything of note happens. And there we go, I missed it. That is 1101 kills. Still no sign of anything yet. Well, as always, I'll bring you back if anything of note happens. And there we go, on kill number 1145, we have our second easy scroll box. So we are going to do these now. I might as well also do the beginner clues. And there we go, that's the first casket. That was a 3-stepper. So we might as well do the next one. Where's that going to be? Oh yeah, not far from Sears Village. Okie dokie. So, as always, I'll bring you back once we've got the casket. And there we go. That's the casket obtained again. I think this was a 4-stepper, which got us to travel all the way around the map again. So, please give me teleports. But we will also do the beginner clue scroll as we've got it. So, need to go to the Alcarid mine. I'll bring you back, hopefully, once we've got a casket. So there we go. After giving Charlie some leather chaps, we finally have the beginner casket. This game at times can be a bit frustrating. Took me to the Alcarid Mine, over to Lumbridge, and then all the way back up into Varrock to sort Charlie out. But it is what it is. We'll go back to the Goblins, and I'll bring you back once we arrive. And here we are, back at the Goblins, and as always, I'll bring you back if anything of note happens. And there we go, on kill 1165, we have another beginner scroll box. As always, we'll carry on the grind, and hopefully we can stack up 2 of them. I'll bring you back if anything of note happens. And there we go, that is kill 1199. This is obviously going to be 1200. Easy clue box. Just some bones. Anyway, so that's 1200 down. As always, we'll carry on the grind. I'll bring you back if anything of note happens. And there we go, on kill number 1203, we have our second beginner scroll box. So we'll obviously stop here and go and get these clues sorted out. As always, I'll bring you back once we've got the casket. So there we go, after 3 steps we have another beginner casket. This next one is in Falandor, so as always, I'll bring you back once we've got a casket. And there we go. I think that was a 2-stepper. We have a casket. So we will put the spade and the caskets in the bank. And I'll bring you back once we arrive back at the Goblins. So here we are back at the Goblins. We now have 18 beginner caskets and 16 easies. But we'll carry on the grind. I'll bring you back if anything of note happens. And there we go, on kill 1228, we have another easy clue box. So we'll stack that up again. As always, I'll bring you back if something of note happens.
The collection log.
And there we go. On 1230, we have the Goblin Champion Scroll. As you heard there from Tedious, the collection log. Fight me if you think you can, human. I'll wait for you in the Champions Guild. Champion of Goblins. And that, my friend, is the Goblin grind done. So if we go over to the collection log, other Champion Scrolls, and there is our first Goblin Champion Scroll. Well, I say our first, it's going to be the first and last. But let's have a look at how it's a 0.246 of the drop. So we are miles ahead than what we should be. But there we go. That is our Champion Scroll for the Goblins done. Our next one, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide the loot for the Goblins. But our next mission, as you can see, is going to be the Imps. Because they also drop a Champion Scroll for Imp. So what I am going to do, I'm going to do the easy clue box. Then I will go on bank and sell all the items that we've got. And then I'll bring you back once we arrive. Actually, what I am going to do, change of plan, is I'm going to do this easy step. Then I'm going to open the caskets that we've got. Because then obviously, if we've got items that we do not need, we can sell them on the exchange. And also, that should give us some more uniques. So yeah, I'm going to do this easy clue scroll first. And then I'll bring you back when we go to the bank with the caskets. And there we go. That is the easy casket obtained. So I'm just going to go to the bank in Ardoin. and then we will open the caskets. I'll bring you back once we arrive at the bank. So here we are at the Ardoin Bank. We have 18 beginner caskets and 17 easy caskets. So what I want to quickly run down of the drop table for the goblins is to see if we were on the drop rate for the items. So as we know, the champion scroll come in 1,230. So theoretically, we should have 0.246 of a chance of the drop, which we obviously got. But let's go the bronze shield, which is a 42.6. So theoretically, we should be close to 29 bronze shields, and we got 30. So we're ahead by one and a bit. The bronze spears, we should have 38.5, so near enough 39. So we're one behind on that. That's not too bad. Next is the body ruins at 25.6, but we have to times that by 7 because we get 7. So we should have close to 336 of them, and we got 350. So we're over the drop rate of that. So that's not too bad. The next one was the water ruins, which once again is a 21.33 times that by 6. We should have close to 346 of them, and we have 318. So we're behind on the drop rate of the water ruins. Same again for the earth. Divide that by the 42.67, times that by 4. So we should have earth ruins. We should have had roughly about 115 of them, and we had 80. So we're quite behind on the earth ruins. Let's do the bronze bolts. Times that by 8. So theoretically, we should have been close to 230 of them. We got 264, so we're ahead on them quite well. Coins we can't really do because they obviously drop in separate amounts, so we're not going to do the coins. Hammers, we should have had 144 just over, and we had 138, so we're behind the drop rate of that. Let's go to the Goblin book at 64. We should have had 19, and we had 16. So we're behind on the books. The Goblin mail, which is a 25.6, sorry, we should have had just over 48, and we had 48. So that's near enough. I will say that's the drop rate. I'm happy with that. The chef's hat, which is a 42.67, we should have had close to 29. We had 32, so we're over the drop rate on that one. Some beers. Once again, we should be we're just over 19, close to 20, and we had 32. So we were a little bit over, near enough double the drop rate, I think. The the brass necklace is a 128, sorry, so we should have been close to 10. We had 9, so yeah, that's not bad, because it's 9.6, so near enough coming up to 10. Same with the air talisman, should have been close to 10. We had 6, so we were behind on the talismans. Goblin skull, no, but the ensouled Goblin head, we should have had 35 of them. We had 33, so we're behind on that. Easy clues, beginner clue scrolls, we should have had close to 20. We had 4, 9. We had 9 beginner clue scrolls from the goblins. Yeah, which is poor. Very poor, because it's like, yeah, we should be close to 20 and we got 9. The easies is a 1 in 228, so same again, we should have been close to 10, and we actually got 11, so we're over the drop rate on easies. And then obviously the champion scroll, which was at 5,000. So what I am going to do, like I said, we are just going to change this to open, and we are going to have a look at these caskets. So what I will do is quickly show you the clue logs for now. We've got nothing in beginner, so we're looking for obviously slippers, the parrot, all of this really. The black pickaxe, which is on mainly the easy, but they will tick them off if we do get in a beginner. Obviously any of the shared stuff. So let's go. 18 beginners. Staff of Earth, a wizard's hat, and a steel full helm. Let's open this. Another steel full helm, a steel battle axe, a staff of air, which is great because we can wield that for when we need to do magic. Some chaos runes and some cabbages, some water ruins, a staff of water, and a oak longbow. Another staff of water and a black warhammer. A hard leather body and a wizard's robe. Some shrimp, a leather chap, and a steel battle axe. A wizard's hat. Some herring, body ruin, and another wizard robe. Another wizard's hat, a battle of earth, and a battle of fire. So I'm just going to put this stuff in the bank. Put it all in there for now. And then we'll sort it out later. So 5 more to go.
The collection log.
There we go, we've got Demon's Feet. As you heard from Tedious again. The leather chaps, and our first unique, which is Demon's Feet, and we've got 26 body ruins.
The collection log.
And there we go, back-to-back collection logs. We've got the Sandwich Lady Bottoms. Can we go 3 in a row? Some cabbages and a staff of fire. Body ruins and some bronze arrows. And the very last one for beginner, just a steel longsword. So, if we have a quick look at the clues, we've opened 18 for now, and we've got 2 uniques. So that is a 1 in 9 at the minute, which is not too bad. I'm happy with that, especially with the Demon Feet. Some nice nice stuff there. So we'll stick that in the bank, and then we will open up. So stick them in the unique tab. We will open up the easies. So we've got 17 of these. Hopefully, we get more than 5.
The collection log.
So as I said, the black pickaxe, which is obviously what we've just got. Some water ruins. Some more ruins and some salmon.
The collection log.
That is an iron plate T. So that's 2 so far.
The collection log.
There we go. We've got a double unique in this one. Bronze plate T and a bronze plate body G. So that's 4.
The collection log.
Purple Sweets is on the shared side of the uniques.
The collection log.
Amulet of Magic is another unique, and we've got red firelighters, which is on the share unique.
The collection log.
Black Helm H2. Thank you very much. Nothing in this one. Another black pickaxe. 6.5k cash there as well. Not bad.
The collection log.
So we have the dig site teleports, which is on the shared uniques. Oh, and we got the iron kite shield T. Excuse me. Oh wow, that's a 71k there. So what I'm going to do, just going to bank again. Stick them all in this tab for now.
The collection log.
So that is the purple firelighters, which is in the shared uniques.
The collection log.
We have the iron plate skirt T.
The collection log.
Studded chaps T.
The collection log.
Blue wizard robes G, which is, oh, wow, that's Really good. 186k. Very nice. Some more purple sweets. Nothing in this one, just an amulet of magic again. We have got some lore ruins this time though, so that would be nice for the teleports.
The collection log.
We got some whiter firelighters and a leather body G. There we go.
The collection log.
A black helm H5. And the very last one. Just some purple sweets this time. So if I show you the collection log there, it went from 7 to 23. So, like I said, beginners, we've got 3 uniques from 18 caskets. The easiest, we've got 11 in 17. So nearly a 1 in 1. So that's really good. I'm happy with that. We have got some doubles there, I think. Or just the one, which is the black pickaxe. If we go to the shared as well, we've got 5 out of a total of 35. So that's what? A 1 in 7. So, but yeah, I'm very happy with that so far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all the items that we don't use, and I will sell it on the Grand Exchange. That is the end of the Goblin Champion Scroll grind. You've been watching JB Gaming. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next grind.